Hi, thank you so much for being willing to sub for me. Here's a quick video tutorial of everything you'll need to know. So if you start here on Google Classroom, which I'll attach the link, but this may be sent to you by the school. All of my classes are located up here at the top. STEAM Lab is period 3 and 6, which you can see by the graphics quickly. And robotics is period 4 and 5. As you begin with period 3, you can go ahead and click here, click on classwork, and this Zoom link right here launches you into my Zoom class. I won't go into the credentials because I'm sure that's been provided to you. But once you're signed in, this is a quick way to enter into my personal meeting room. And the Zoom link is the same for every single class, so that makes it super easy. We are on this section down here, Google CS first. Now, students in my class are allowed to always make up late assignments. So keep in mind, if they have anything late that they want to be working on during this time, they can do that too. But most of the class is right here at Music and Sound. A few might be finishing this up, but I'm grading this today on Friday. And a few laggers are still on this one. If they're really struggling or intimidated, they're welcome to stay down here and work on this here. So starting with Music and Sound, simply click into here and I'll provide the credentials. I already started this lesson today with the basic part, which is this introductory discovery. So they do not need to worry about doing that. There's a lot of fluff in there. I'll just say that. But what we're on is Dance Party. So I started Dance Party. What you can simply do is just start and watch the videos and go through and share it with them. And they will be doing it on their end, right? I told them my goal, there's 8 lessons total. The advanced students will most likely get through nearly all of them. The slower students, the goal I gave them was to finish 2 and 3, okay? So when I come back at the end of the week, I'll assess where they're at and take it from there. But to launch this, all you do is click Start and open it up and begin watching the videos. And you can just do what the videos say. The starter projects are located here to open up Scratch and begin. And so if you are on GoGuardian, what you should see are the students here working in Scratch at their own pace. Everybody will be at a little bit of a different pace, of course. So you can watch that and go through them and go through as many videos as you have time to in the couple of days, because of course they stagger. So each class you'll have 2 periods with them to go through it. The way that I check on their progress, you don't have to, but if you're curious, you can simply look under classes. And so for period 3, you can see how many students are signed in at any given time. Click on this link here. You don't have to do this, but if you wanted to take a look and monitor, this is where you could go and see their progress and also the projects they're on. So you could look at the project submitted tab, and that will show you people's projects. So if I click on this one from today, Friday, I am able to go through and quickly see who's working, who's on task. So you want to remind them just to save their files, right? If it's not quite perfect, they have complex questions, they can hold them for me. You know, this can really be a time for them just to be on task and be working. So that is periods 3 and 6. They'll be on these little fun tutorials here. Okay, so the distance learning schedule is also located up at the top. That's our current schedule for the week. That tells you when the periods are. So if you forget, you can open that up and go through that. So here we are over on robotics. So if I click on the robotics, and then I'm going to go ahead and come all the way down to VexVR Computer Science Level 1 blocks. And we're on Unit 2. That was Lesson 1. I guess I'll change it to Lesson 2. You can also navigate here from the side. Okay. So that will bring you down to either side. So I will help them navigate through here. Some of them need it every time. So these are all previous assignments we have done. So same thing, if they're feeling super lost or intimidated, they could work on a previous assignment if they haven't turned it in yet. So here is Unit 2, moving your robot. All you do You're going to click on this, you open it up, and you're just going to go through these lessons. Same thing for this class, the pacing. There's 2 classes. I'd like to just see them, get through maybe up to number 3. And then when I come back at the end of the week, I'll finish it up with them, right? You can just watch the videos.
In this unit, you will learn how to use drivetrain commands to drive the VR robot around a playground.
And they've seen the introduction here, so they're expecting it. They know what to expect. They know I expect them to get through a couple of them. Some of the advanced students will go faster, for sure. So you're just going to go through this. I just read it to them, let them look at it. Again, if you're on the Go Guardian, then you can kind of monitor and see what they're doing. They're not, if they see these quizzes, they're not bound to those, but that could be a good thing to go through in class, is just go through those quiz questions and kind of ask them, but same thing, if it just seems like too much, they can really focus on just doing this and getting used to the blocks and so forth. To give you some context, this week, we just did lesson 1, which lesson 1 is all about just an introduction to the Vex VR software. So a bit more context, the website is down here. It's also built inside the lessons, but in case you want a quick one, and I'll put a link on my SubPlan. So you're going to come in here, and so you're doing activities in here with them, right? They were just meant to go open an example project, launch a playground, and kind of get used to the software. There was nothing that, no coding they were actually doing. So this tutorial will be the first one they're doing. And if they're nervous, just encourage them to play around, pull a when started block here and get it going. And so that is the lesson for robotics. They're both working in these remote digital exercises. So hopefully that makes it easy. If you wanted to, you could just read all the way through them and play them. Sometimes I like to go fast and then come back and do it real slow with them. And there will be different levels in pacing. There's, people at all levels in this class. So, just assume, if people are going slow, don't worry about it. I spend extra time with them during asynchronous, having interventions and helping them. So that's the other option, is you can say, hey, come on back to asynchronous and we'll go all through this again, and you'll have time to work on it or to work on makeup assignments. So that's basically it. You're running these little videos. It's scary. The first sign on is scary. So you might want to just sign on and click through everything the night before. But then it pretty much just should run itself. You're playing little videos, they're doing it. You're just watching on Go Guardian to make sure people are on task. And there are a couple of people that, aren't participating in distance learning. So I would say, don't get too bogged down with that. What will be due at the end of the week, the way they turn in their work, and we went over this today, is they will be attaching a screenshot of their code. So, there's a unit exam and all that stuff. They don't need to worry about that. They don't need to pass all that. We'll probably just go through that together to reinforce some of these concepts and reading. Again, thank you so much. Don't hesitate to call me, and I can do a screen share, click through. I really screen share a lot with them. I encourage them to screen share and show their screen, so you're not kind of like working in the dark. But you can go with whatever is comfortable for you. Thank you so much, and have a great day.